Hey everyone, this is TJ Macho 7 here. Thanks for coming. Welcome to part 1 of my noob attempt of creating a gold farming guide for those of you on World of Warcraft. Today we are going to focus on how to get the medallions of the Legion that drop from each of the 4 special rare bosses in the area of Tanan Jungle. The 4 bosses we are looking for are Vengeance, Deathtalon, Terrorfist, and Doomroller. Each one has a small chance of dropping the Medallion of the Legion, which can either, if you want to use it for yourself, give you 1,000 rep for the factions in Draenor, or you can sell them on the auction house on your server. The really cool thing too is that they also drop mounts. Now those you can't sell, but I believe it's 2 or 3 mounts that you can get total from all 4 of them. The amount of value you will find from this video will depend on how much you are willing to spend the time to farm the bosses at the chances that they drop, and they're not too low, but they're low. And not only that, but deal with the amount of gold that they can sell and the rate that they sell on the auction house or on trade chat. On my server, on Lightbringer, doing pretty good. I'm ranging about 4,000 to 5,000 a piece on the auction house, and I usually can get about 1 to 2 drops a day. Now the really cool thing about this type of farming is that you can do this every day on any toon that you have. So you can have 2 or 3 toons that go through Tanan Jungle. I have 3, and I farm these bosses pretty much every morning, and I usually get about 1 to 2 a day. Now there are many other ways to make gold. I am not a professional, so for farming these 4 rare bosses in Tanan Jungle, you can either, of course, wait 1 hour or around an hour for each of them to spawn, and then depending on which one spawns where, try to get to where you need to go to get to each boss as fast as you can. But the best basic way I found to do it all depends on where you're at the time and using the looking for group tool. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to your group finder and then do pre-made groups, custom, and then you can search for one of the 4 bosses: Vengeance, Terrorfist, Deathtalon, and Doomroller. Usually if you have nothing to do and you're bored and you want to make some quick gold, or want to have a chance of getting some quick gold, just park your toon at one of the 4 areas at each of the spawn points, and then just go ahead and spam the search for the boss that you're at and see if a group comes up. Normally, if you get the group early enough, the boss will spawn right where you are and you can kill it. Sometimes, depending on the server that you're on, by the time you kill the first one, you can search for the next, and the next will be up right there and then, or it will be up on your server. Usually whenever a boss spawns, they usually have a giant yell throughout the area, and you'll hear those. You will either hear or read it in red in your text box. But yeah, it is up to you on what flight path you want to take. If you have flying. If you don't have flying, then I highly recommend getting Aviana's feather from one of the quests that show up in your garrison. I'll link the building and the quests that you need to get that will give you Aviana's feather, because it will launch you up in the air and then you will just glide down pretty fast from point A to point B, and you can control where you're going. Now the time frame it took for this whole run for me to do, for all of you, it was really quick for me to get the first 3 bosses, but for some weird reason, no one was posting Doomroller, so I spent 20 minutes just farming mats from plants. And if you have a gathering profession, that's a good thing to do as well while you're waiting for a rare to pop up on the looking for group tool. Sometimes they don't show up for a long time, but a lot of times, a lot more than not, they show up on the looking for group. It's just you being there at the right time. And looks like I got my second one, and that's all in one day. So I wish you all luck in getting each of these 4 bosses and the medallions of the Legion to drop for them. I hope this was helpful. Check out my other videos that I posted about cool Death Knight gear and Shadowborn quests. I'm going to be posting my next videos on gold farming in a few days. But until then, I hope you folks have a really good day. Thanks for watching. Take care.